Yes, so usually the first question which I ask to all my guests is how did you start? Where did you start? Where did you start? Let's go back to those days, when did you start?
So I started this in 2010.
Okay.
Started as a side project. I was at work.com, it's a restaurant review website of India. So while I was working there, I used to be pretty active on Twitter, and that made me start this. And it was like this was a hack to be true. I built it in like 4 days and sent it out to my friends and followers on Twitter, and I also sent it to a few blogs. And fortunately, TechCrunch happened to pick it up.
Oh wow!
And then the first set of users came in, and then just kept building up after that.
Wow. So usually when TechCrunch picks up something, it breaks, right? That's how it happens. Did it happen?
No, that did not break because the reason I did this because at that time Google had come up with something called as Google App Engine, which is pretty famous right now. So I actually built this to see if I could build something on top of that App Engine. So it was more of a learning for me, and it did not break, so App Engine works.
So how did you get into Burp? Like what did you do before Burp?
Before Burp, I graduated as an engineer from Mangalore. It's a college called NITE. And then I was campus placed into BI Infotech. So for 2 years I worked there. There I worked on a recruitment product, which was pretty famous at that time in the recruitment space. And then after that I wanted to join a startup that was just doing something in specific in India. And Burp happened to be the best place for me. So I spoke to them and we had some discussions and I joined them. It's pretty good joining Burp. The thing is, everyone at Burp was into startups and doing something on your own, which is why I think now post Burp there are like 4 to 5 startups that have come up from employees who used to work at Burp.
Wow.
I'm one of them.
That is very, very nice culture.
Yeah. So the best thing was I realized that when you join a startup, the next thing you want to do is your own startup. So that was a really cool thing.
And they supported you?
Yeah, everyone. In fact, when I was quitting, my colleague, who's a co-founder of Burp, he told me that you want to do this, you can quit and do it for 6 months. If it doesn't work, we are always here.
Oh wow,
that was an awesome thing for
me. Yeah, that's just assurance.
Right, whereas when you're working in a company, you're always scared. I put my paper, it does not work. How do I find a next job? So yeah, I sort of had a job security like that.
Wow.
But then that's not the reason why I quit. I wanted to quit because this was growing. And I had to quit. I could not do it part-time anymore. So yeah.
So when you say it was growing, how did you define the growth, or what was the parameter?
So for me, I don't know. For me, the parameter was it came to a point where this was making me more money than Burp was giving me.
Okay.
So I said, let's quit. I was making money, and it had reached, I guess, some 300,000 users. So I said, let's quit and let's do this because the money is coming.
Okay.
That was the parameter.
That's a very fair definition. And so. When did you hire your first employee? Like, when was the...
This is a month after I quit. I applied for a program called a Startup Chili.
Yes.
So I got in there and they were ready to give me $40,000, not take any equity. And I said, 40,000 is a lot for a single guy. So let's get one more guy.
Okay.
So I made one more friend of mine quit and he joined me. And then we both went to Chile for like 6 months. So that was the initial seed money, I would say, for us to take this to the next level.
Nice. So you stayed in Chile and developed, kept working on the platform?
Yeah. So we kept working. We kept building just sample, and at the same time we also said let's build one more product. So we built one more product called as Grab and More, which is sort of it helps you get updates from all the social networks at one place, and you can push out updates to all the social networks. Okay. So that was the second product that we were doing with Space directly. Not because it wasn't a great product, more because I just realized that with just 2 guys we were trying to do 2 products, which is the wrong thing to do. Okay. You should just focus on one product rather than having your hands all over the place. So we said let's stop it. So after like 6 or 8 months of trying to build 2 things, we stopped it and we just concentrated on just one product. And that really led to the spurt in growth that you see now. But after we quit, we were close to like 600,000 users on Just Flow when we stopped working on the second product. And another say 12 15 months from 700,000 we reached 5 million.
Wow.
So this is the growth that happens when you just focus on one thing. So I think it's important to stay focused.
So when you were working on 2 products, did you have any mentors who were like working with you or anyone else who might be out there?
No, I would recommend having mentors, but we did not have mentors. Though I had a lot of friends who've been into startups, who've been doing it. Whenever I had any problems or anything, I used to consult them. But there was no one mentor as such for us.
No, so because it's very tough for me, I can tell you that not to work on two things. I mean, and how did you like? When did you realize that after 6-8 months? What was it that made you realize? You know what? It's not worth it. Let's focus on that. What was that one?
I just see. We just had this day when me and my co-founders, we sat down and we said we've been working on two things. And the second thing was surprisingly doing well for the time we spent on it. But then we just realized that we had so many ideas coming up for both the products, and the product roadmap was just falling behind. Because there's only so much you can do in the time given people. So we said we had to let go of one thing. Okay. And we just found immense potential in what Just Flow was doing. Because Grab was pretty new and you have to do the entire marketing all over again, start all over again. So we said let's just stop this. And we decided to stop for like 2 to 3 months to see how this goes. And then, but we never picked it up.
Okay, we will come to marketing. It's a very, very fascinating thing for me, what you guys did. But when did you hire another employee? Did you have an employee or you just do all of that?
So now we are a team of 11. We are adding 1 to 2 employees every month.
Okay.
But our first real employee came after around a year of me quitting my job. Wow. So 10 to 11 months we were all just the two of us. But the third employee was also someone who used to work with us.
Okay.
But he joined in as an employee with a stake, of course. Everyone who works right now has some equity in the startup. But yeah, I would say he was the first two employees. That was around 12 months after. And we were 3 until Feb this year. 4 people until Feb. So we're 11 now. Let's see what we do next year.
So the biggest problem which I think a lot of startups, it's not building the products, maybe building the right product, but getting the users to use your platform or your service or whatever it is. Why don't you talk about marketing aspect of it, or how did you go about from the beginning to 600,000 to 600,000 to 5 million, as you said? What were the steps and how things changed?
Yeah, so there were few. If I was to break it up into stuff
from the beginning.
So, like I said, the tech thing, that was the first spurt in traffic that we got. So we got the first 5 to 10,000 users on Just Flow coming in from tech.
Okay.
So that was awesome. And whenever you guys get your startups on these popular blogs, you're gonna get the first 5,000 users. Probably a little less right now because there's so many blogs out there. But once you get them, the problem that happens is these people, this wave of traffic that comes in from these blogs, it stops after a while. Maybe the first 3 days or 4 days. And after that, there's nothing coming in. Which is why not every app that gets featured on these popular blogs goes on to get a lot of users. So we realized that when we were on TechCrunch, we realized that we are not going to go ahead next after this. So let's do something. And I had this idea that if someone is going to use a product, make sure they spread. Okay. So immediately when it was on TechCrunch, I think I spent around 2-3 hours building a small feature that helped people just tweet about this. So when you log into Just Flow, I just showed a text box saying spread about, talk about Just Flow on your social network. And I already preloaded it with a tweet saying I'm using justfollow.com. It's awesome. So I thought not many would click it, but surprisingly a lot of people started clicking it. Okay. Which means this first wave of 5,000 users, I could convert it into the next 50,000.
Great.
So it was, I think at that point, if you ask me, it was this is a stupid idea, just to put it out there and ask them to tweet out. Whereas I see a lot of products right now, when I use them and I want to share it, there's no obvious way to share it. Okay. If I would have to copy the link, go open Twitter and share it on Twitter. Or I might have to share it on Facebook. Why not give a way for me to share it with my friends? So this was the LinkedIn for us. So that's how the first wave was converted into the next. And after doing this, we realized again when you keep growing, you realize that this is not enough. After 5,000, when you reach 50,000, it's not enough. How do you reach the next day? So now I keep going to a lot of places, and I've been talking about a strategy that I internally call as ETC. It's E for ego, T for temptation, and C for curiosity. So internally, we said let's start using this. And if you go to see, a lot of companies everywhere are using it. It's just that no one has named it.
Okay.
We just happen to understand that this is how any consumer products should be marketing themselves using the EDC strategy. So what we did first was we realized that we had a lot of data about the kind of people coming into Twitter, their followers and everything. So let's give people an option to tweet about their stats. So what kind of stats? If you were to use just unfollow, I would say you have 50,000 followers. Why not tell your friends about it? So we give you an option to tweet about a stat that belongs to you, saying, I just realized I have got 50,000 followers.
Okay.
And when that goes up, we also tell you that link why just unfollow is going to go, because we help you find that info. So this is how we started, and surprisingly everyone started tweeting about this. Now, why did that happen is because we were playing with the user's ego. What happens is I give you an option to show off on Twitter. I told you that you had so many fans, you had so many followers, tell the world about it. And when you're telling the world about it, I said I'm going to add my link to it because I helped you find it. So people did not have any problems with that. And if you go to see, this is what happened with LinkedIn. I'm pretty sure a lot of you must have got an email saying you're in the top 5% or top 4% of LinkedIn, which is nothing but playing with your ego, because now you went out on Twitter and you told about it and your friends tried it out. So this was the perfect thing that we did, and it's really helped us get to the next wave, So, and people all over the world are playing with their egos. To say the least, I think Gmail, when it launched, it had this invite thing. Invite was more for, because it gave you the power to give access to someone else on your friend network. You went out and told all your friends who were using Yahoo and were happy about it to start using Gmail. And there was no need to switch. I was happy having my Yahoo account back then. And some friend of mine said, I'm the only one who can give you access to Gmail. So take this in mind. So it helped Gmail grow. It helped Pinterest grow that way. So this is what we did with the ego part of consumer experience, and it's been working well for us after that. So when this happened, I just realized that we had to make money. We are a consumer product. We had to make money to pay for the service. And one way that you do as a consumer app is you raise money. And I don't know for what reason I did not want to raise money back then. I said let's make money instead of raising money. So this is where the second part comes in, temptation. I realized that we were helping people remove the unwanted people on the network, and we were doing it well. So why not start charging it? And we could not just keep a paid product, because you don't do that in consumer. You don't ask people to pay before they use it. So we said let's give them a little bit of just unfollow, but not everything. And we started putting limits in what you could do. So just unfollow is free to get started. You can use it for free. But after a point, there's a limit that comes into the picture. And this is the temptation part. I give you the option to use it, and then I take it away from you. Okay. This is how the entire web's freemium model works. If you go to see freemium, there's a perfect temptation that happens all over the world. They tell you it's free, you get started, you get using it, and after a point, they stop you from using a few more features, and they tell you have to pay for it. So we use this to make money and also to spread more. Okay. So this was the second part. Come to the third part. Do you have any questions?
Yes, I mean, I have a lot of them actually. So when I am paying for it, still justunfollow.com goes out with the tweets?
No, that's one more way. You can remove the stuff if you pay.
Okay. And a lot of companies, I mean, fail on because a lot of people just use the free one. I mean, how was your experience with that?
I think you need to understand that on the web, on freemium as such, there's a conversion rate of between 1 to 3%. And if you think that 1 to 3% is enough for you to make money, only then should you go with a premium model. For us at scale, 1 to 3% is a lot.
So it's a lot, yeah.
So we consciously decided let's go with premium because this is a mass market thing. This is needed by everyone. Social network is one of the most used. I mean, there are a billion people on social media. So we decided that freemium would work for us. Okay. But yeah, if you were to build something and you think that there's not a huge market for this, always remember there's always only a small percentage of people who are going to pay you. So then you take a conscious decision whether to keep it free, premium, or pay.
When did you start charging your users?
I think we were around six months into building this. The first 6 months I put money from my pocket, and after that I said I can't do it anymore. I have to get money.
But in the beginning you said you were making more money from this.
I went after 12 months, so after 6 months I put in the paid plan. I was still working part time doing that.
Okay.
And 6 months since then, I made more money than what I was doing.
Okay. Because a lot of people ask this a lot of times that what is that tipping point? When should I quit my job? So that's that kind of you answer it.
One is if you make enough money. The other is if you see potential and you think that you need to go with it. Because you can't always make money. There are a few consumer apps. B2B, it's okay. The first sale itself gets you money. But B2C, you might never make money for the next 1 to 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
Then maybe you should see when then you have that curve going up. Now if you go full time, you can make it into that hockey stick growth. And maybe quit.
Let's come to the third one.
So the third one is curiosity, which I'm pretty sure you have got an email from LinkedIn again saying 10 people viewed your profile.
Yes.
Come over and check who they were. So I keep getting that all the time.
Yes.
So this is like an awesome thing to do. If you have any part of your product that can play with the user's curiosity, don't give it away. I mean, LinkedIn could have sent you an email saying these are the 10 people who viewed your profile, but they don't do that. They never do that.
They tell you 1 or 2 names and then they will like come here and
see. So this is what LinkedIn does. This is what we did. What we did is we sent out notifications on our mobile app saying 20 people unfollowed you on Twitter and 50 people followed. So when you hear this, you are bound to come to the website or the app to check it out. So in a day we send out I think around 500,000 notifications every day, and we get a good number of people coming in, opening the app and checking out. Which is why I think more than 50% of our users log in the last 30 days. So out of the 5 million that I say, 2.5 to 3 million people have actually used just only in the last 30 days alone. So that is what curiosity does. It's the best way to get users back to your platform. So if you can play with curiosity in the right way, I think you can really get engagement going on your platform. And more engagement means more money, more new customers.
So, you talked about, it's brilliant. I'm not use all of this in my startup, but has any of these things gone bad for you guys, or did not turn up to be the way? Because you said the right way, right? Curiosity, playing with curiosity the right way.
Right.
Do you have anything which did not work out?
See, there's nothing in specific that did not work out, but a few things I would rather not do it that I've done. Like one of the things was, we have features for free for users to use, but we said let's try locking a few features. So we locked a couple of features and we said you have to tweet about this to use this feature. So the feature of making a payment, you pay using a tweet. So that got us good response, but it also led to a lot of people saying that this is what I have to do and I haven't even tried that feature. So why would I tweet about it to unlock it, whereas I don't know what it does?
Okay.
We eventually removed it, but we had some good response, but I just thought that it was exploiting too much. I mean, don't expect someone to write or talk about it unless they actually use it. So I would not recommend doing something like this.
Okay.
So I think that's one of the stuff that we learned not to do. So yeah.
So you were saying that don't force them until
they've tried it.
They've tried it.
So
and even that, in the beginning, you said that you are not forcing them. You just give them a text that you can tweet about it. It's a choice. That worked out well for you.
That worked out well. But like I said, you get greedy after a point, right? So it's not going to work always. And back then it was probably giving me 1,000 tweets a day. But then 1,000 was not enough after.
Okay, alright, fair enough. Okay, so the work has been just Unfollow has been around for 2.5 years? 3 years?
It's close to 4 years now. Will be 4 years in Feb.
Wow. But okay,
I launched in 2010. One year I was working part time.
Okay.
I went full time 2.5 years.
Okay. So
3 years.
let's talk about top 3 things which if you go back you would not do. Like you made a mistake which you think you shouldn't have, or if you have to redo it, you won't.
Right. I think the first most important thing is focus. like I said, I'm never going to build two products until one has really matured out. And I get crazy ideas, my friends get crazy ideas, we